Hey, I'm Ariella, and welcome to our series on the chakra system. So, today I want to talk about the root chakra, which is the first of the 7 chakra systems. It is associated with the themes of safety, belonging, money, security, really not so much money, but that feeling of security. And often in this material world, money gives us a lot of security and stability in our lives. It also has to deal with feeling like you can exist in your body, feeling okay to actually be in your body so that your soul can inhabit your body. All right? We're going to talk about each of these topics, discuss how you can ground into the root chakra, and also just sprinkle in a little bit of magic on the way. Let's get started. First, the root chakra is located at the base of the spine, so it's right at the bottom of the tailbone. This is often associated with the color red as well. When you think of the rainbow and wavelengths of light, red is the lowest wavelength in the visible color spectrum. So red is closest to the ground and it is the slowest wavelength. And when we're thinking about that energetically, energies that move at a slower pace are denser, they are more physical. Okay, so your root chakra can also store a lot of, I'll say, the trauma of being a human, right? And it's almost like this Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because when you resolve the issues or challenges or lessons, we'll say, related to the root chakra, you feel more comfortable to be embodied. You feel safer living on earth. You might upgrade your environment as well. And I also speak in light language. It is a frequency or energetic language. It bypasses the human mind and it allows us to connect at a frequency level. So I channel and get more information this way that will relate to you and I. And give us the information that we need. So the root chakra also, I'm feeling like, especially if you have issues related to speaking or being your genuine, authentic self, which is associated with the throat chakra, by the way. You also want to work on the root chakra as well, because there's a connection here. It's like a feeling safe in your voice, feeling okay to speak, feeling okay to share your aliveness through your voice. When we think of the topic of belonging, let's go back to that, because belonging is what makes us feel safe. As humans, we're extremely relational beings, right? So we want to be in community, we want to belong, we want to have people that we can go to, that we can share things with, that we can rely upon, that we can depend upon. That's why the root chakra is really associated with family. So anytime you are dealing with issues of home and family, I'm also hearing worth in those systems. Oh, that really can strengthen the root chakra as well. And it's interesting because we're going into talking about, areas where your root chakra can really be shored up, can really be stable and strong, and also where it can be lacking vitality if you don't have those aspects of your life in place. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong or that there's anything bad happening to you, because we all go through these cycles where we need to expand maybe our idea of family, expand our idea of safety, right? And life asks us, it challenges us to grow in these ways. It might also be why you are meeting other individuals who are growing in this way as well in life. Because you have some resonance with the other person um, related to your root chakra. So now that we've, in broad strokes, talked about what encompasses the root chakra and how that can show up in your life, let's discuss how we can actually bring more life, bring more vitality to this energy center to help you live a more thriving life. Now, when the chakras are all spinning, and I like to think of the chakras, they're these energy centers, they have their own gravitation. I like to call them like their own planets in your body because your whole body is a universe. But the chakras have their own gravitational pull and gravitational spin. So when they're spinning in harmony with one another, there's this free flow and everything feels aligned. And when I do energy healing, I can feel if there are certain chakras that are stuck, or they're moving very slowly, or the color isn't as vibrant, right? It might be more of a darker muddled red, kind of like the one that I'm wearing now, versus a really bright and vibrant red, a very vibrant and clear red, right? Let's also talk about colors because the colors are really important here. So any reds in the color spectrum will help you bring out the aspects of the root chakra, and I invite you to experiment being around different shades of red. Different shades of red, different pigmentations, and if you just think of mixing paints, right? If this red has a little bit of yellow in it, I don't know what it has in it. If it has a bit of yellow in it, it's also going to bring that energy out too, right? If you have like a really, really pure red, that's going to be focusing more on that root chakra color, that root chakra energy. So the chakras are a really beautiful way to actually work with color and the frequency of visible energy as well. That's why I love them. But let's talk about other ways that you can root and ground your energy. So one thing is really going out and being in touch with nature. Nature is a great reset for our system because when you're in the frequency of the earth, it matches the natural harmonic state of your body. That's the whole point, is being more in your body, getting your body more balanced. That's also why exercise and movement is excellent for the root chakra. People used to tell me just go outside and meditate, but what really helped me is when I started moving my body. And sometimes in life, a walk is great and a walk will do it. And in other times, I needed vigorous exercise, just like a run or doing a biking session, or when I am strength training, something to actually break a sweat. Because at higher inputs of energy, you'll be able to break down stuckness in a more potent way. Sometimes different situations call for different things though, so use your own discretion, discernment, and you know what works best for you. So another thing that is really great for grounding and supporting that root chakra is food. We all love food. We all get so much pleasure from food. We all like different foods. We have different tastes, but food, really savoring food and just allowing your body to digest that material and turn it into more body material, more cells, more energy for you, right? It's so, so important for the root chakra. Another important thing is being in the right environments for you. So this is interesting because I was just thinking about how I used to want to live in New York, and I lived in San Francisco for a time, and I wanted to move to New York, and then I ended up in Los Angeles. And all three of those cities have very different energies. San Francisco is very techy, very innovative. New York is there's so much stuff going on. There's so much energy. It's very busy. There's a lot of dichotomy in New York. In Los Angeles, it's sunny. It's very focused on beauty. It's very focused on how things look and aesthetics. So it's just, I ended up moving to Los Angeles because I wanted to focus on beauty in my life, and I wanted to focus on my self-expression and individuality and creativity. So that environment was so supportive for me to be in for that time of my life. If I wanted to be in New York and work on, also, I feel like New York has such a hustle culture, like really doing things in business and being super focused and um, just being in that New York energy where things are go, go, go. There's a bit of a rush in New York, and I didn't want to be there for that reason. But New York is an amazing city, and I would have moved there if it had aligned with my energy, right? So it's important that you're in environments as well that support the energy that you are growing into, where you want to become, right? And that will give you a sense of home within yourself. Because when the outside environment supports whatever skills that you're cultivating, the outside also feels like an extension of yourself. That's why it's very important, and why I always feel that the vibes of the space you're in are either supportive to you or not. I like to keep my home very clean, for example. And it's not just I'm messy in some areas, but it's energetically clean. I like to be energetically clean, and I like to be in places that also do the same things. So it's understanding what is appropriate for you and what you like and what's supportive for you in the exact moment of your life. Family. Having supportive family or a sense of belonging with a tribe is really important. So as you go through your journey of self-growth development and in your energy studies, it's important to feel like you belong to a community, or that you have a sense for yourself that even if you're not around people, that you certainly belong in a community, that you have belonging. And it is cultivating the frequency, the feeling, the knowing that you do belong. Whether it's in the energetic community or just as a human at large or as a being on this earth, right? You can extrapolate it to bigger and bigger umbrellas of belonging. Also, you can do meditations, and I recommend that, doing meditations and listening to frequencies that strengthen the root chakra. Really, anywhere you put your intention on, if you want to work on these themes in your life, make it a priority to do prayers, do meditations, ask God, Spirit, the universe for help with these themes. Ask for more strength, more vitality, more safety, more stability, belonging, sense of home, groundedness, comfort in the body. You know what the other thing coming up with I'm hearing is accepting your body, loving your body as it is. Without shame, taking away shame around your body and how it looks and how what it does, actually being grateful and practicing gratitude for all the ways that your body works. And being grateful that you have a human body to exist in so that you can interact with this world the way that you do, and that you can sense and feel things. And that works in beautifully with the sacral chakra, which we will go into next. So take a look at that video. And in the meantime, leave a comment about what you're working on when it comes to the root, or anything that you have found really helpful. Drop it in the comments. Let us know so that we as a community can become better, so that we can find more peace and more grounding in our lives as well. And follow and subscribe for more. I'm so excited to keep doing this series with you.